We got Miesha Tate in her recent interview here, and I was just looking at some of it. And can Miesha Tate get back to this status right here? She was, giving her thoughts because y'all know she's got a fight coming up. Yana. Now she wants to try to get back into title contention. Is it even possible right now? Is it possible? Uh, Let me see. Let me pull up this article. While I'm pulling this up, let me see. Easy said, "Do you think Molly would have retired if she had won the fight? If she won the fight, she wouldn't have retired. I think because she started to retire after losing the Stoyarenko fight, so it's always after a loss. Because let's be real, if she would have done well, the high would have been too much. She would have been not calling people out, but she would have been like, "Hey, I'm calling for another fight soon." So I think it was something where if I lose the fight, I'm not returning. Okay, look, Miesha Tate doesn't want to fight Julie. She doesn't want to fight Julianna Pena, but the UFC title changes everything. If that's what it comes down to, then I would. That's the question is if you ever get in that position, though, right? Can she get in that position? Let's see. An ideal year is win this fight against Yana, right? Win another fight and be calling for a title shot. I want that turnover as quickly as possible because I feel like I'm here for a good time, not for a long time. So I'm trying to make it happen in this year. We'll see what happens. This is my year. I feel like to either make it happen or not. Okay. So ideally don't want to have to fight Julianna for a title because we're friends. We have a long history and I have so much respect for her. She's done so much. She was there. She was a body. She was always game. I'm so grateful. All right. She said, I want her to win the matchup, but I also want to fight for a title. But she don't want to fight her. Okay. I was like, look, I'll never hold that away from you. She had a conversation with Pena. See, I'll never turn you away or be like, hey, you can't have a shot at my belt because it's the belt. It's not personal. So she goes on. I mean, they put this whole article out here. Well, I mean, to me, man, I don't know, man. Miesha Tate, I think no matter how fast she goes, it'll be the same outcome. It's going to be the same outcome right now. She's done. I think she's done as much as she could, because I think that, with the way the division is right now, with some of the fighters that are coming up, I think they still have some of them have a better chance than her. Easy says, I think Miesha has a legit chance at 135 to get a shot. I personally don't, because I think some of the fighters we got to see this first one. We got to see how this one goes. Because first of all, I think Yana might stunt that. I think she might stop that right away. I think that Yana Kononskaya, that's one fight that she might struggle with. But let's say if she gets by her, which I'm not sure she really does. Like, I'm not picking yet, but Yana, I really don't think Yana is going to be a pushover. That's why they can't look past her. Yana's been landing more strikes. Yana's big, Yana's strong, so that's a test in itself. I think Miesha, she struggled with Ketlin Vieira. So I think there'll be a struggle here with somebody like Yana, because Yana knows her job is on the line too. She's trying to stay afloat. So I think Yana's a test right there. But let's say if she gets by Yana, like, who would they match her up against to beat that person and then say, I deserve a title shot? Because let's say if they put her in there, let's say if she beats Yana, she calls out Norma. That fight right there, I don't think so, man. Like, Norma, the most winnable one would probably be Irene Aldana if she could get the fight to the ground. But even then, that's a tough one. Irene Aldana would be like her best chance to get it. But even like those victories can't really argue title shot over where Norma stands. Who is she calling? Macy Chase on probably. Fighters like that. So I don't know if she can stand up to those girls. Eileen Perez. Yeah, Eileen Perez is a problem too. I think Eileen Perez would probably be a problem. But I definitely think Norma would. Norma and Macy Chason would. So it's hard for me to see like Miesha Tate just like get in there, show this next level too, because I know she's kind of going back to some of those wrestling roots and she's not spending too much time on the feet. But even then, I think some of these girls, their takedown defense and even their size, they use it well. Like Norma knows how to use her size. And, she's got pretty good hand speed too. I think she has pretty good hand speed. Like I said, I'm not like this huge Eileen Perez fan, which I'm, not really. I'm just more of a fan of how she's been working. But even her style is kind of dangerous for Tate because you know how she knows how to clinch and strike on the ground. She's always moving, doing something. So yeah. So yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, focus on Yana first before she looks at these big plans because beating Yana doesn't really put her up against the top 5. You can beat Yana and then maybe beat one of these other girls that's a little high rank, but that's not really something that pushes you towards a title shot, in my opinion. Because let me look at these rankings real quick. All right, Miesha's Miesha's number 11. Oh snap! Yeah, Miesha's number 11. She's gonna fight the top 10. Yana's number 10. Let's say she beats Yana at number 10. I don't see anybody in between there where she could beat and then just scream title shot. Or I don't see them matching her up with somebody that high up to get her a title shot. Like, okay, let's say you beat Yana Santos. Will they match you up against Macy? Probably not. Norma, probably not. Because Norma's probably going to get matched up with Rocky. Ketlin, you already fought and lost to her. Kayla's going for the title, so she's not going to get a top 5. The highest I think they would give her is like Irene Aldana or Eileen Perez. But even if she beat like a number 8 Eileen Perez, I don't think that would get her a title shot. If Eileen Perez beat her, it would guarantee her maybe a title eliminator, seeing she would be on a nice win streak. But yeah, Miesha's not really in a position right now to even talk title or anything like that. I mean, yeah, what's up, Tay Tay? Yeah, Tay Tay said Miesha got to start over. Pretty much, yeah. Like it's a reset. You got to hit that reboot button right now because there's other girls right now that we're eyeing, and I'm looking at Norma right now as the next one after Kayla or whoever wins this fight. Yeah, and I don't see her beating any of the top 5 because she already lost to Ketlin. I really don't see her beating any of this top 5 right now. Top 8, if you want to be real, or even Carol. Could she beat Carol Rosa? That's questionable right there too. So yeah, I just don't want to see her get her hopes high here because, talking about the title seems like that's what they spent a lot of time on with this one. There's a lot she was saying about it here. Kayla. Let's see, Kayla has incredible skill. She should be exactly where she is. She has great skill. But if you're talking about a full-on fist fight and slugging, who would shy away or break first? She said, I know it's not Julianna Pena. If Kayla can get a hold of Julianna and get her down, she's always got a path to victory. But do I think she'll win on the feet? No. No, I don't think at all. And I do think on the ground, she's going to have an easy time with Julianna. If she gets there, absolutely not. All right, so she favors Pena on the feet. I see. She thinks Pena's got more work on the feet. So yeah. Easy said the last time I doubted Miesha, she became champion. The last time he doubted. Wow. Well, the last time I doubted her against Ketlin, she did lose. So, and Lauren Murphy, because when she was making that move down to 125, I was highly doubting it. And I said, you know what, Lauren might go in there and wax her. And Lauren did. So I kind of thought, part of me wanted to say she might have a chance, but then I was like, nah, Lauren's going to win. It was just too drastic of a move down. So we'll see, man. I just don't think this is going to be I just don't think this is going to be something in the cards for her right now. I'm still trying to see how this thing plays out with Pena. I'm trying to see what Pena has left to offer. Yeah, I remember that. She wanted to fight at 145. Like, I don't think 145 is where she needs to be. 135 is her home. And I think, if 145 doesn't cut it, then that might mean it might be time to go,